Alright, today in Strategy Analyzer we're going to go over the process of importing historical data. We're going to do this from a brand new account. So the first step that I'm going to have to do is add a new account into the system. So I'm going to do that quickly. And once you've created the account in the system, you need to log in. And upon first logging in, the first thing that you notice is that there are no clients added to the system at this time. So the first step that we're going to do once we get in here is to add a new client. In this example, we're going to be using Front Row Electronics as our client. So I'm going to quickly add that. And I'm going to provide my name as the contact person. And once the contact person is added, you'll notice that the next question is a management fee and how would it be applied. If you have no, it just leaves it blank. If you provide the answer yes, you have two options. You can either provide a flat rate that is pulled from the management fee or from the amount spent, or you can select a percentage of the amount spent. Dependent upon the company and how they provide their own management fees, these two different things can cover both the flat rate and the percentage. So in this example, we're just going to leave it no for ease of use. If you click on this link for additional information, we provide your email, phone number. What is interesting in particular is that down here you have the ability to browse to your desktop to find a logo for your company, and this logo is provided on the scheduled reports that go out. So dependent upon the size of your logo, you may need to adjust the size of it accordingly based off the width and height specifications of a PDF document. So we're just going to skip through that and save the client information as is, and when you save it, it takes you to the marketing channel, which is step 2. And as you notice, the first thing is this drop down menu that is the type of marketing channel, and the marketing channels provided here are dictating what options are going to be available when you actually create a campaign. So in this example, we're going to use the pay-per-click campaigns, and we're just going to name it PPC campaigns. Okay. Underneath that, you'll see that there is a channel budget. Okay, and the marketing channel budget is basically the top level assignment of what all of your campaign budgets would be rolled up into one. So in this particular instance, I'm only going to set this to be 5,000, and then we save the marketing channel. And what's going to happen is you'll go to step 3, and step 3 is going to be providing actions within the system. And actions by default, the first one is going to be a sale, and sales are used in the system to track revenue, ROAS, conversion rate, and average order value. If you change this to lead, leads only track conversion rates. Okay, the revenue is not tracked. So we're just going to leave action 1 set, and we're going to proceed to step 4, which is the create a new campaign. And as you can see, the marketing channel type was remembered from step 2 as a pay-per-click campaign, and this provides you the options of importing data from emailed reports, uploaded data from a flat file or a CSV, or manually adding it. And the options are down here depending upon what you want. But the first thing we want to do is select a marketing source, and depending upon a pay-per-click campaign, your marketing sources would be Google, Yahoo, and MSN. Search and content accordingly. So we're going to do search, and I'm going to name the campaign Google PPC. And here's your monthly campaign budget. And as long as your monthly campaign budget does not total over what your marketing channel campaign was, everything should be fine. So I'm going to provide, wrong buttons, $1,500. And I'm going to leave the description blank, and we're going to skip right to the emailed reports area. As you can see, the emailed reports section, the email account information is automatically pre-filled here. This can be any account that you like. And on this side, we have a keyword. And the keyword is going to exist in the subject of the email and the body of the email when it is sent. So Google, Yahoo, and MSN will be sending reports out to this particular email account, and when we run this script, it's going to look in this account and find the email that contains the keyword in the subject or in the body of the email. So in this particular case, I already know what the name of the keyword is going to be, and I'm going to call it front row underscore all time. Okay. Alright, and so underneath here we have the time that the script is available to run. Depending upon which search engine you're exporting data out in an email, they come at different times in the day and evening. In particular, Google comes in the evening, so I'm going to set this to be some number. It can be anywhere, and set this to 4:05 p.m. So every day at 4:05 p.m. or every month at 4:05 p.m. at the first of the month, this script will run. On this particular one, we want it daily, just because we're going to execute historical data one time. So we're going to create the campaign. It's going to save the settings in the database. Now, it doesn't mean that it goes into the email account right away. It just saves what the settings are. So in this case, once you save it, you have the ability to delete the campaign or run the scheduled task. The scheduled task is the script that goes into the email account and grabs the data. But if the data is not there, you don't want to run the script immediately now. Okay, so the next step, once you've created this campaign and you've saved it in the system, is to go to the Google AdWords, export the report into the email account, and then come back here and run it. So what we're going to do is go into Google, and when you go into the reporting area, I've already set up the report here for time's sake, but I'm going to show you how to do this, how to set it up. So we go to create a new report, and inside here you can see these are the different options. In this particular script, what it's looking for is account performance, and we're looking for daily data, and the date range is going to be all time. And then we have an option of selecting columns, adding or removing columns. By default, these 6 options are automatically selected, and those we want to import every time we run a report. So we never even have to touch the performance statistics. The only time that you want to make a change to this is if you're tracking conversions or revenue. So your conversion columns would be checked off as such. The top 3, and then you have total conversions per value and conversion value per cost. So those 5, if you're tracking revenue or conversions, have to be checked off. Okay, you can't have this one checked off and conversion rate and then the other 3 not checked off, because the script looks for all 5. Okay, and then down below here you want to name your report, and a quick easy way to know what to name your report is to jump back to your campaign, highlight the keyword that you used, and then flip back to Google, save the name of it, and then we check off what to email the report. We don't need to schedule this because the historical data is a one-time email. Okay, so then we just check off what to email, type in the export file, email address, and then when you attach the report, it has to be CSV. If you use CSV for Excel, it does formatting differently, so we want to stick to the CSV file. So then you would click Create Report, it would run the report and save it and then send to the email account. In this case, I've already ran the report just to save time, and it's located right here. So it was ran just a little while ago, and what this does is it'll automatically send the email exported report to the email account, and I have that set up here. As you can see, front row underscore all time was the keyword that I used in the name of the report. It shows up in the subject, and it also shows up in the body of the email as well. Okay, so now once that has taken place, you can jump back to Strategy Analyzer and click the Run Scheduled Task, which will execute the script, go into the email, find the particular email that you have this in the subject for the keyword, and then it will pull out the data and dump it into the database. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and we'll run that. As you can see, the report was executed, and we have successfully updated our campaign. So now that the campaign has the data in it, we want to flip over to the campaign tab, and as you can see, the data has successfully been imported. It defaults to today's month, and as you can see down below here, these are all the different metrics that have been imported or calculated on the fly. You have the ability to check off which metrics you want to see or have displayed or not. And that's it. Very easy to import historical data. If you're looking to import daily data, check out the next video on importing daily data from marketing campaigns in a search engine like Google, Yahoo, or MSN.